What's up, guys? Brandon X here, and today we'll be exploring the historical places of Hamilton Road, Columbus, Georgia. Hamilton Road used to be kind of like the rich district back in the I would say like the 1880s, 1890s, a long time ago. That's the Ronald McDonald House over there, what used to be the Ronald McDonald House. Now it's I believe the House of Columbus or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, I'm doing community service there. We'll have to get more back on that subject later, but yeah, just kind of looking around over here. There's a hospital over there, Piedmont Hospital. But the main focus of this video today is checking out all these old historical houses going down Hamilton Road here, down through Rose Hill. Columbus, Georgia's got a lot of history, and I love history. I'm gonna try to make this a whole walking session of checking all this out, because there's many historical structures down this way. And a lot of them are sadly in disrepair. Look at that right there. That's a big church. Not sure if that's an older church. Maybe it's an older church. Yeah, it's got to be an older church. Yeah, it's just refurbished. Yeah, I don't know why I was gonna say that was like a newer church. You can just tell by the architect of the doorway right there. That's an older church. But over here across the street, don't know what this building used to be, but it is really interesting. Oh, it was also a church. And it's for sale. I'm not going to get too close. I don't know if any homeless people are hanging out in there or what, but I'm not going to get too close. It's cool though. Really old. And I don't know how I couldn't tell that was a church with a big cross just right there in the ground. But my guess, long ago, they must have lost that top piece that sits on the dome up there. Tree blocking that dome. Yeah, isn't that cool? Old historical church there. Coming up on another, what I should say, historical church. Oh almost reminds me of like some kind of an old school courthouse. I don't know if that church is. I don't know if that church is abandoned or not. Alright, moving on. We got some 1800s homes. Look at that Victorian architect. Almost tripped. Watch where I step. More house for the Victorian architect. And I noticed going down Hamilton Road, there's a lot of palm trees. Palm trees are popular down this way. But there's a palm tree. I would love to have that and restore it. It's just so beautiful. I'm walking beside some kind of run-down building. Going by the dopest pizzeria in town. Well, that's what it could be if it was utilized for that. But that's an awesome freaking building. It would be an awesome pizzeria too, in my imagination. If I owned it as a pizzeria, I would have a giant mural right there on the side. But things like that need to come into this town and bring it alive around here, because there's a lot of awesome history. But Columbus, Georgia is a little run down. It's sad to say. I'm trying to make this one a good unedited vlog. See rain off that way. Yeah, if anybody's ever wondering where I'm walking from, it's from Community Services. Look at this old building. Looks like some kind of structure that's out of Andy Griffith. But yeah, community service. I'm doing community service, and it's for reasons I don't want to talk about on camera. And there may be a someday where I'll come around to open up about it. But let's just say it was a really stupid situation. Ooh, palm tree. Hey, palm tree. Really tall palm tree. Makes me feel like I'm in Florida or something. That one's lost its palm. I see the palm over there. It must have been used to be a cool looking house right here. I have some nice palms. Hear that buzz? Yeah, I will make a video on the community service matter eventually. Just give me time. Just give me time. But yeah. Back to these really cool old 1800s style structures. Old houses over here. Oh, an old little store too. I can tell that's an old little store with the bricks. Those are some tiny bricks. And here's Rose Hill Seafood. This is the most famous seafood restaurant in town. Rose Hill Seafood is notorious in Columbus, Georgia, and everybody has went for many, many, many years. They've been open longer than I've been alive. And over here, that's world famous hot dog. Got a cool structure. I've sat by these windows as a child on the inside all the time, and I always loved the blinds. Old houses. Those are really cool. These homes are so old and historic. These were where the rich used to live back in the day, a long time ago. Ooh, I like the little round window on that, the little oval window, I mean. You can tell with the little green flags they have hanging off, they're a part of some kind of historical community. But look at the pink one. That one's really old, and this one's got like some kind of like, I feel get like some kind of Mexican feel to it. It's just awesome. Love that one. On our left over here, we got this Really old funeral home. Spooky. This is a creepy funeral home. It's really hard for me to think about death right now. Somebody vandalized. More vandalization. People are bending these bars. I just wish people around here cared about the community. There's a ton of old houses all through there that are super old school, 1800 style. They're all through these neighborhoods back here, but we got one right here behind this fence. They don't want us seeing. They don't want us seeing what's behind the fence. Look at this one. The way it's boarded up just seems like something out of like some kind of Halloween haunted house, like 1970s, 1980s horror background. Yeah, that boarded up house looked like something out of Halloween. More to say. That house also looks like it was from like Halloween. Good horror movie, by the way. I love Halloween. It's also an old structure. Super old building down here. It's like an old grocery store. Super old grocery store. Here's some more old houses. And we're getting around to one of my favorite places in Columbus, Georgia so far. Over here with this, my dinosaur friend on the rooftop here. Yeah. It's this cool antique mall. I showed that off in a video yesterday. And yeah, we're gonna come there and check them out one day. I see the gate closed today. That's what the play masks were on right there. Them two play masks. But yeah, we're gonna come back to that. I'm gonna go ahead and cross the road. Yeah, one day we're gonna come back to this Yeah, this antique mall here. I really love this place. Yeah, I like all the antiques outside. There's going to be a couple things in this video that you probably seen from yesterday's video that I'm going to show off again. I'm not sure if that's an older building that's refurbished, but I think it may be new. The thing is, you gotta guess with these older buildings sometimes because they're either refurbished or they're so accurately built like the old way, you know. Kind of something like Old Town does with their houses, like built fresh, brand new 1800 style houses from the ground up. And we will check out Old Town too eventually. Take us to Old Town. Have to wait on traffic. I feel like I'm holding the camera funny. I got this bottle drink in my hand. I gotta figure out a place to dump it off at. Oh, it's time for us to walk. Now I'm just gonna walk this way. I showed you guys old Wingstop yesterday. It's the Wingstop building. And right behind it, closed down Pleasure World. But there is a structure behind Pleasure World that interests me, that I forgot to show off in yesterday's video, so yeah, I'm gonna kind of go show that off. Old Pleasure World. You're kind of getting a sequel to yesterday's video. You ready to see something that could be straight out of the 1960s and the 1970s? And it really interests me. Well, bam. Look how old that looks. I mean, like, what was this? It looks like some kind of, maybe like toll station. Maybe there was like pump. Yeah, there probably was pumps here back then. You know. Yeah, it's an old service station, like an old gas station. That's what I can assume. But I want to find a history on this place if I ever knew what it was called. But heck, I don't know. I just like the shape of the structure. You know, kind of wish they would utilize it for something. Hitchcock would be proud. Homage to an awesome person. Homage to the best YouTuber alive, in my opinion. Don't want to say that out of arrogancy, but I mean, like, that man really worked. Adam DeWoo. He is the legend of YouTube itself. Yeah, I miss old Adam DeWoo. He is my favorite YouTuber in the world. And taught me everything about what I'm doing right now. Because without him teaching me this, over the years of watching him, and it like became a mind thing for me, like how to talk to the camera, anything like that. Yeah, it was because I had him. Adam taught me. He classed me without even knowing me. He don't know me, but I know one thing. I sure as heck know him for over the years of content that he's given us. I'm watching so many of his videos. I miss him so much, and I wish we had Adam DeWoo back, but that would never change anything. All we can do is move forward, and you know, celebrate his life. You know, because Adam wouldn't want anybody to be down. Adam was such a happy, carefree character, and how he showed himself on video was his genuinely true self. Oh yeah. Sorry guys, getting off subject here. But anyways, rest in peace, Adam DeWoo. You will be forever missed, and I'll honor you all the time. Yeah, that's that service station like place that I showed you yesterday. I think it was a raised rent or something like that. That may be what that sign hanging off says. But there's old golf carts back there, old golf cart parts and shit. I'm so out of breath right now. So hot. It's that old structure I showed off yesterday. Super old. But we're still gonna show off more old houses in Columbus. Old 1800 style houses. Here's one coming up on our right. Look at the architect of that. That's old. And look, it's got the Ronald McDonald that was on the Ronald McDonald house at the top. Yeah, there he is. Sticking right out of the roof. Yeah, that used to be at the Ronald McDonald house. That Ronald McDonald coming out of the roof. There's another cool one. This one's really awesome too. I was saying I thought that one was awesome yesterday. But here's some more structures on the way home that I think are really, really old. As this one right here with the old Western style. Yeah, look at that Western look to it. The Home Pit Resort. Almost looks like it could have been some old hardware store or some old grocery store back in the day. I just like that old Western style to it, like old school 1800s, 1890s. And this one's got, this one, I don't know if it's old. This one may be like 1970s old, but wow, that one's got a cool art to it. Almost like it was like some kind of bar, nightclub maybe. But then it instantly turns into this like Western style too, just like the one we've seen over there. I like that Western look. More houses over there across the street. I used to have a friend that lived there a long time ago. Alright, trying to cut to the chase here, because, yeah, my data's running low on my device, and I don't want it to cut off on me. I kind of want to end the video, but there's another old structure, and I'm going to show a couple of more houses before I extend this video, if I can. But if it cuts off, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. How you doing, sir? Doing all right? Look at this blue one here. Ain't that one an interesting house? And beside it, you want to slide by? Sorry about that.
Yeah, man.
Hey. Another one with 1800s architect. And that has to be the last of it. Yeah. That's a lot of, that's the old houses from 1800s Columbus, Georgia on Hamilton Road and River Road. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Have a good night.